Alright, YouTube, what is up? It's your boy, back with another one. And it is Sunday morning. It is cold out here. Getting ready to go to church. Well, getting ready to get in the car to go to church. But man, it is cold. Somebody really wants me to freeze today. And man, it's not a good idea to take a shower and then come straight outside. But man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a cold one. I think the highest, I'm not sure what the highest is. Right now it's like 40 something. And it is cold here in Texas. Well, to us it's cold. Everybody up north is probably used to it. We're not used to cold weather like this, but we're going to get ready to get in the car, go to church, have a good day. And I'll catch y'all here in a little bit. Peace. Alright guys, we just got to church. About to go in, have a good service, hear the word of God, and I will catch y'all here in a little while after church to do some more vlogging.
Something is happening, something major. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice and righteousness from that time on and forever.
Alright guys, we're back in the car. Service was great. It was obviously the Christmas service, because today is what, the 22nd. And yeah, it was actually pretty amazing. I got some good shots of the beginning of the worship. I didn't get none of the preaching, obviously, because I was really into it. I'm really interested in hearing the story that was being told, obviously the birth of Christ and everything. But the way the pastor here brings stuff together is like he likes to connect the dots with, Old Testament, New Testament, all of it, because he obviously spoke about Daniel, how he prophesied that one day the Messiah will come and all that, 600 years before he came. And then he connected the dots with the birth of Christ with that, and then he was connecting like a lot of other things, and I was like, wow, okay, a lot of that never really crossed my mind before. And it's like, wow, okay, hearing the way he was putting it all together just made sense for me, especially since I've been reading the Bible and everything, and it's there's things that you sometimes overlook when you're reading. You overlook those things, and yeah, the way he just puts it together, brings it kind of like to life for you. It's just amazing, right? And it was a pretty good service altogether, with the worship, the word, and then at the end they had lit candles and everything. And as I was trying to record us, everyone singing Holy Night and everyone lighting the candles, I was trying to take my phone out and start recording, because it was just amazing how it all looked. As I took my phone out, I actually dropped it underneath the seat in front of me, so it was kind of dark, and I was trying to use my candle to grab my phone. That way I could start recording as fast as I could. But obviously I didn't make it in time. Well, I did. It's just that once I got my phone on and everything, they were already done singing Holy Night, and pretty much they were going into another song, and I was like, the moment's kind of gone now, but let me just enjoy it for what I can. But it was just amazing how that all came together. I really enjoyed it. Can't complain about it. Not that I would, even if there was something to complain about. Um, but yeah, it was just an amazing service to hear, especially, you've heard the story so many times, but a lot of people tell it in their own way, and it was just interesting to hear the pastor I'm starting to get to know how he put it, and how he puts it all together. And I was like, wow, this is just amazing. And I'm glad I came today because there's a lot I still got to do. I have a lot to do still, and before the holiday, and I just like, okay, let me just go. Let me get the word in and everything. I didn't expect it to be mind blowing like it was, and yeah, I'm glad I made the decision to come this morning to do that. And right now, we're actually going to go and grab some food because your boy is now hungry. I don't know if I'm going to sit and eat where I'm going. We'll have to see. But I'm thinking I might, or I might just take it home. I'm not really quite sure yet. Don't know what I'm going to eat. That's the question. I would eat a burger, but I ate one yesterday. I kind of want, chicken, but we ate that during the week. So it's kind of like, man, I just pretty much, there's things I want, but I already ate it. And I'm like, man. And I know some people are like, oh, I mean, if you want the same thing, then just go to a different place because it's made differently. Like, that is true. But one of those guys, I don't like to eat the same thing back to back. And of course, sometimes I don't like to eat the same thing twice in the same week. But it is what it is sometimes. But I might just end up getting some Chinese food. There's a place by my house makes the food really great. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but I'll probably record it. I don't know yet. But at the same time, like, I'm wanting the Chinese food, but it's like, oh man, I had Chinese food the other day too. Because when you're at work, you're just like, I just want something quick and easy. I don't really take my lunch a whole lot. But coming into the new year, I'm thinking I might not eat out as much for lunch and all that. I might start eating, prepping my food and take it to work instead of cooking all the time, or instead of eating out all the time. I would rather cook and save some money, obviously eat healthier, because, I haven't talked about it yet, but I'll talk about it in the next video. I got some goals in mind for next year, and there's been one big one on my mind for a while now, so we'll have to wait and see. The car next to me is driving like a fool right now. They don't know if they want to switch lanes or not, and we gave them a bunch of time. So now I finally made it out into the second lane, and now I'm able to move around on the freeway. Now the guy that was in front of me is driving slow. Oh man, I'm giving you a play-by-play of what I'm doing right now. But fine, all right, finally we made it. Finally made it out of all that cluster. But yeah, so again, probably gonna eat out less next year and focus more on buying my food and making my food. Wow, that guy is in a hurry. But yeah, I will see where this vlog takes us, and I'll catch y'all here in a little bit. Alright, we just got done eating lunch. Came to the place called Griff's here in Texas, of course. Really good burger spot. A lot of people have the argument to say Whataburger is the best place to eat in Texas when it comes to burgers. I disagree. I disagree with that. Maybe a long time ago or whatever it was, but for me it's always been Griff's. For the 30-something years I've been on this earth, I've been eating at Griff's, and I've always preferred that over Whataburger. I preferred it over a lot of places. But every now and then you'll be surprised, you'll find a hole-in-the-wall place and whatnot that makes burgers really good. But when people ask me which one I prefer, I'll always go there. I didn't record anything I did take a picture and sent it to my family just to make them a little mad at me, because they all like this place too. They always got something to say when I come here and eat. They're like, man, you always go without us and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, look, I woke up, went to church, and got out. Decided to go get me some food. Wasn't thinking of inviting you because by the time you get there and whatnot, I would already be done eating. I'm one of those people that I don't like to just sit there and take my time because I don't like being stared at when I'm eating. When you're sitting there and after a while people just kind of start staring at you a little bit when they're walking in or getting ready to sit down and whatnot. I don't like being stared at. It's always been a pet peeve of mine. Like, please don't stare at me. Just focus on what you're doing. Like, let me eat my food. Don't stare. But, that's all I got for the vlog today. Really nothing much is going on for the rest of the day. Probably go to my cousin's son's birthday party, wrap gifts and whatnot. But, again, not a lot today. It's the weekend before Christmas. We are like 2 days away from Christmas Eve, and obviously 3 days away from Christmas. I already finished all my Christmas shopping and all that. Just gotta wrap the gifts now. So we're gonna get that done. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow for another vlog, another Vlogmas. Right now, today we're at day 20, because obviously I started 2 days late. But we'll go from there after that and see what happens. But hopefully you like the video. Please give it a like out there at the bottom. And also subscribe if you can, please. It all helps out. But until next time, guys, you stay safe. God bless and peace.